Transcript of the story of Job. Long ago, in the land of Uz, there lived a man named Job. He was blameless and upright, fearing God and shunning evil. Job was blessed with great wealth and a large family, including 7 sons and 3 daughters. He owned 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 donkeys, and many servants, making him the greatest man in the East. Job's sons would hold feasts in their homes on their birthdays, inviting their 3 sisters to join them. After each feast, Job would purify his children, rising early to offer burnt sacrifices for each, thinking, "Perhaps my children have sinned and cursed God in their hearts." This was his regular practice. One day in heaven, the angels presented themselves before the Lord, and Satan appeared among them. The Lord asked Satan, "Where have you come from?" Satan replied, "From roaming the earth, going back and forth." The Lord said, "Have you considered my servant Job? There is no one like him on earth, blameless, upright, fearing God, and shunning evil." Satan challenged, "Does Job fear God for nothing? You've protected him and blessed his work, so his flocks and herds prosper. But strike everything he has, and he will curse you to your face." The Lord responded, "Very well, everything he has is in your power, but do not touch the man himself." Soon after, while Job was at home, a messenger arrived and said, "The oxen were plowing and the donkeys grazing when the Sabeans attacked, stole them, and killed the servants. I alone escaped to tell you." Before he finished, another messenger came. "Fire from heaven burned up the sheep and the servants. I alone escaped." Then another reported, "The Chaldeans formed 3 raiding parties, stole the camels, and killed the servants. I alone escaped." Finally, a 4th messenger said, "Your sons and daughters were feasting at the eldest brother's house when a mighty wind struck the house, collapsing it. They are dead, and I alone escaped." At this, Job rose, tore his robe, shaved his head, and fell to the ground in worship, saying, "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I will depart. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised." In all this, Job did not sin by blaming God. On another day, the angels again presented themselves before the Lord with Satan among them. The Lord asked, "Where have you come from?" Satan answered, "From roaming the earth." The Lord said, "Have you considered my servant Job? He remains blameless and upright, fearing God and shunning evil, maintaining his integrity despite. You're urging me to ruin him without reason." Satan replied, "Skin for skin. A man will give all he has for his life. Strike his flesh and bones, and he will curse you." The Lord said, "Very well, he is in your hands, but you must spare his life." Satan afflicted Job with painful sores from head to toe. Job sat among the ashes, scraping himself with a piece of broken pottery. His wife said, "Are you still holding to your integrity? Curse God and die." Job replied, "You speak foolishly. Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" In all this, Job did not sin with his words. When Job's 3 friends, Eliphaz the Temanite, Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite, heard of his troubles, they came to comfort him. Seeing him from a distance, they barely recognized him. They wept, tore their robes, sprinkled dust on their heads, and sat with him for 7 days and nights in silence, overwhelmed by his suffering. Eventually, Job spoke, cursing the day of his birth. "May the day I was born perish, and the night that said, 'A boy is conceived.' Let that day turn to darkness. May God not care for it, nor light shine on it. Why is life given to those in misery, who long for death that does not come, who search for it more than for hidden treasure? They rejoice at the grave. Why is life given to a man whose path is hidden, whom God has hedged in?" His friends, distressed by his words, began to speak. Eliphaz said, "Job, the innocent prosper. Your suffering suggests sin." Bildad added, "If you're upright, God will restore you." Zophar urged, "You talk too much. Repent. and God will lift you." But Job maintained his innocence, saying, "I am blameless. Why must I suffer? My heart is pure." Their debate continued for several rounds, with Job defending his integrity and expressing his anguish. Despite his suffering and his friends' accusations, Job held to his faith, declaring, "Though he slay me, I will hope in him. I will defend my ways to his face. This will lead to my deliverance, for no godless person would dare approach him. I know my Redeemer lives, and in the end, he will stand on the earth. After my skin is destroyed, in my flesh I will see God with my own eyes. How my heart yearns within me." Then a powerful storm arose, with swirling clouds and flashing lightning. As Job stood in the storm, the Lord's voice thundered from the whirlwind. "Who is this that obscures my plans with words without knowledge? Brace yourself like a man. I will question you, and you shall answer. Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation? Tell me if you understand. Who marked its dimensions? Who stretched a measuring line across it? On what were its footings set? Or who laid its cornerstone, while the morning stars sang and the angels shouted for joy? Can you bind the chains of the Pleiades, or loosen Orion's belt? Can you bring forth the constellations in their seasons, or lead out the bear with its cubs? Do you know the laws of the heavens? Can you establish God's dominion over the earth? Can you hunt prey for the lioness or satisfy the hunger of lions? Who provides food for the raven when its young cry out? Do you know when the mountain goats give birth, or watch the doe bear her fawn? Do you count their months until they deliver? Will the wild ox serve you, or stay by your manger? Can you harness it to plough the valleys? Will you rely on its strength, or trust it to haul your grain? Do you give the horse its strength, or clothe its neck with a flowing mane? Do you make it leap like a locust, striking terror with its snorting? It charges into battle, fearless, laughing at the sword. Does the hawk fly by your wisdom, spreading its wings to the south? Does the eagle soar at your command, building its nest on high? It dwells on cliffs, spotting prey from afar. Its young feast on blood, and where the slain are, it is. Look at Behemoth, which I made along with you. It feeds on grass like an ox, with strength in its loins and power in its muscles. Its tail sways like a cedar. Its bones are tubes of bronze, its limbs like rods of iron. It ranks first among my works, yet I can approach it with my sword. The hills bring it food, and wild animals play nearby. It lies under lotus plants, hidden among reeds in the marsh, secure even when the Jordan surges. Can you catch Leviathan with a fishhook, or tie its tongue with a rope? Can you pierce its jaw with a hook? Will it beg for mercy, or speak gently? To you, can you make it a pet, or leash it for your children? Will traders barter for it, or divide it among merchants? Can you fill its hide with harpoons? If you lay a hand on it, you'll never forget the struggle. No one is fierce enough to rouse it. Who then can stand against me? Everything under heaven belongs to me. The Lord continued questioning Job about the mysteries of creation, emphasizing his power and wisdom. Humbled, Job replied, "I am unworthy. How can I answer you? I cover my mouth. I spoke once, but I have no answer. Twice, but I will say no more." The Lord spoke again, further displaying his might. Job responded, "My ears had heard of you, but now my eyes have seen you. Therefore, I despise myself and repent in dust and ashes." The Lord then said to Eliphaz, "I am angry with you and your two friends, because you have not spoken the truth about me, as my servant Job has. Take 7 bulls and 7 rams, go to Job, and offer a burnt sacrifice. Job will pray for you, and I will accept his prayer and not punish your folly." Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar did as the Lord commanded, and the Lord accepted Job's prayer. After Job prayed for his friends, the Lord restored his fortunes, giving him twice as much as before. His brothers, sisters, and acquaintances came to his house, comforting him and bringing gifts of silver and gold. The Lord blessed Job's later years more than his earlier ones. He had 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 donkeys. He also had 7 sons and 3 daughters, named Jemimah, Keziah, and Karen Hapuch. Nowhere in the land were women as beautiful as Job's daughters, and he granted them an inheritance alongside their brothers. Job lived 140 years, seeing his children and their children to the 4th generation. He died an old man, full of years. Job's life testifies to enduring faith and divine sovereignty. Through his suffering and restoration, we learn about the complexities of human suffering, the importance of unwavering faith, and the mysteries of God's purposes. His story encourages us to trust God, even when we don't understand our circumstances. We hope you enjoyed the story of Job. We worked hard to create this video, and it took significant time and effort. If it resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Bible in a Nutshell, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our next journey through the scriptures. At Bible in a Nutshell, we aim to spark a new wave of Christianity worldwide, spreading faith, hope, and love. By liking, commenting, and sharing this video, you're helping grow our global community of believers. A special thank you to our YouTube members and patrons. Your support makes our work possible. To join this community, consider becoming a member today. Together, we're sharing the wisdom of the Bible. God bless, and we'll see you in the next video.